Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Theme Park Arcade. It's official, Mike. Stitch's Great Escape is closed. We will never get to go on it ever again.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. Well, not really. But for Mike and I, we were huge fans of the Extraterrestrial experience. That's one of the best rides ever. I loved it. Unfortunately, they turned it into Stitch's Great Escape, so it's really no surprise that this ride is now closed. But there is still some rumors that we'll cover. But as far as Extraterrestrial, guys, man, we can never get another ride like that.
No.
In Disney World, I feel like they're never going to have a ride that scary, Mike, for as good as it was.
Well, I really hope they do implement some sort of ride with that level of scariness, because that ride definitely terrified me, especially as a young child. I had to have been close to my teenage years, not in my teenage years.
We were pretty young.
Yeah, I had to be like maybe 10, 11, 12, almost 13. And I rode that ride. And
especially the first time. The first time
yes,
that ride will get to you.
Well, you would hear the alien running around above you, and then you would feel it running like near you, and you would feel it run, touch you.
That
and
original storyline.
Feel it lick you.
Oh yeah, and the original storyline, there was workers that get eaten, and it's not something you see in Disney World,
right?
Where characters are dying here.
Yeah.
Of course, they changed it to Stitch, a much more rated G version.
Yes.
Of the same kind of ride. So what's happening now, guys, is like we said, it's official. Stitch's Great Escape. It is done. At first, it was turned into a meet and greet, but in this case, they're taking Stitch out of there. It was supposed to be possibly a Wreck-It Ralph ride, which would have been interesting. I know a lot of people like Wreck-It Ralph, but we have the sequel, I believe, coming out this year. So what we're going to see Disney do is be patient. If Wreck-It Ralph 2 does well, then maybe they really do bring in this Wreck-It Ralph race, where everybody sits in that same theater,
right,
I guess facing each other, but maybe you have virtual reality, something where you're all racing each other.
Right.
And that's pretty much the main room where you guys can all sit and have a steering wheel.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Some sort of racing ride that they could do, maybe, like you said, with like virtual reality. That'd be really awesome. But yeah, I think they're definitely going to do something with that spot. Very creative. They're going to take their time because they have so many projects going on right now. I think they're going to do it smart and wait for the best thing to do and then do it. So I think you're right. They're going to wait and see what happens with this sequel. And, we'll see if they do that or they decide to put something else there.
You also have to think, Mike, that this is one of the first things you're going to see when you enter Tomorrowland. You have the Laugh Factory on the right, and then what used to be Stitch's Great Escape on the left. So considering this is one of the most popular lands in all of the Magic Kingdom, they're going to want to put something popular right there.
Yeah.
And right behind you have Buzz Lightyear. I think they're going to renovate that entire area. And considering this is a spot for a whole new ride, the sky is the limit.
Absolutely. I think they're going to do it right and put a lot of time into it and a lot of hard work. Maybe a ton of hard work so it doesn't take as much time.
We, of course, would want a scary ride. Maybe they surprise everybody and they go back to the Extraterrestrial. I mean, look at this. It's no surprise that this is one of the most popular rides in Disney World history.
This ride was awesome.
It's incredible. So maybe there's a chance, just because it is so popular, they put in a fan favorite. Magic Kingdom is getting so many rides geared towards the younger audience, rightfully so, but we saw The Little Mermaid, the Seven Dwarves. Maybe there still is time and still is room for one mature alien-based ride.
Yes, and maybe it's because of the purchase of the Alien franchise, and that will enable them to bring something like this back.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention, Mike. Genius comment. As you guys know, Disney has, I guess, purchased Fox. I know there's still some moving parts in the background. I don't think any of us expect that to fall out. It's going to happen. And one of the Fox franchises is the Xenomorphs, the Alien series. And if you guys haven't heard, this was originally meant to be a xenomorph. It's not actually one, of course, in the tank right now. It's something that looks Kind of close, but it's its own unique alien creature. Well, originally they wanted to give you a close-hand look at a xenomorph, and as you said, perhaps this purchase, maybe this shines some light on a possibility of them using the xenomorph and bringing this ride back to life.
That's right.
We're wishing upon a star here in Disney terms, but I just think maybe Disney does make use of this and puts it back where it deserves to be.
Yeah, I really think it would be a huge ride, and maybe they could do it differently than this, make it a more a different experience where you're more involved in it. Maybe a few different rooms, a few different experiences. You know, like maybe you're sitting in one room like this, and maybe one thing you're riding around in something. I think they'd make it a little more interactive.
I like your idea, because what if they take some of the things we see at Epcot in Mission Space, where everybody hits buttons, and maybe you have to all work as a team to capture this xenomorph? Because in this room, if they add more technology, imagine all the different possibilities that you have in this one room. It was scary enough as it is.
Absolutely.
They could take it to the next level.
And there's a huge queue area, and I'm sure they have more room on top of it. So we'll see what they do here. I mean, I really think they can do something awesome here.
I'm sure you guys can get the sense that Mike and I are true fans of Extraterrestrial, so that's why, even though this is kind of the rest in peace to Stitch and The Great Escape, Disney now owns the Xenomorphs, because I don't know if we'll ever see an alien movie again, you know, with Disney owning it.
Right.
Another thing, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention, Mike, that the Xenomorphs were in the Great Movie Ride, which means Disney has used them in the past.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't they use them again?
Exactly, and they're going to bring back that franchise in the movies, so why not bring it back in a ride?
I hope they do. I'm a little worried. As an Alien fan, I don't know what Disney's going to do with that. Yeah, right now, remember, they're like, don't worry, we're taking care of it. You guys just hold... Ah! That's pretty much what's happening.
We're catching them, don't worry.
You could probably hear it. See? That dude just got eaten. Let us know what you guys think they should do with the area that used to be Stitch's Great Escape. I have a lot of ideas, and it still might be the Wreck-It Ralph ride that we talked about. I think it's called the Sugar Racers. I'm still excited. A new ride coming to the Magic Kingdom. That's always something to talk about, and we have you covered here at the Theme Park Arcade. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I'm RJ for Mike.
Thanks for joining, guys. We'll talk to you soon.